Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video I thought we'd go over 5 FreeCAD rules you learn the hard way. So this is just basically 5 things to help improve your models and prevent them from breaking. The first one is to fully constrain your sketches. I know it's tempting. I've got this sketch here. If I close it, I can pad it. Everything's good. Later on, when something moves, because the sketch isn't fully constrained, your model will break. So always fully constrain the sketches. What I like to do, you've probably seen this if you've watched any of my videos, I like to constrain the geometry first, and then I'll constrain the dimensions. So that's simple as that. Make sure you're fully constraining all your sketches. That'll be a great way to get started out. The next thing, fillets and chamfers. So if you're adding a chamfer here, so if I go in and add a chamfer, leave those until the last thing. The reason for that is if you have to take them off, it's easier to take them off and put them on, and you're less likely to break things if you're modeling around chamfers and things, because if you create an edge that the chamfer won't work in, you're going to find that breaks your model. So wait until the end, put those fillets and chamfers on there. Now, another one that I know the topological naming issue is kind of solved, and it's very tempting just to grab an edge like this and create a sketch on there and get started. And it's probably okay in this face, but if, say, for instance, I grab this face and start my sketch here because I want to put a hole through there, I'm going to run into trouble if that edge moves for some reason. So even though the topological naming problem is a lot less of an issue these days, it can still bite you in the butt. So the best way to do it, the way I always do it, go from one of the planes that exists or draw a new plane, a new reference plane that you want to use, because you can draw a reference plane, then you can tilt it at an angle, you can move it, you can offset it, you can do all kinds of things with it. So just bear in mind that that's something you want to avoid. Even though the topological naming problem has largely gone away, it can still come back and get you. And it's not a great way to build models that are going to be robust. Now, next one. Remember you have the spreadsheet workbench. And with that workbench, you can create a spreadsheet. So very quickly, you can put in the names of those dimensions and then give them a dimension. You can create these spreadsheets and use them early on. Of course, remember, you can always tile so you can see your model and you can see your spreadsheet at the same time. So I like using those. I'll put a link up in the top here for my previous video that uses a spreadsheet to create a parametric box. And then finally, so we're going to get through this pretty quickly. Finally, the thing to remember is you can name things. And it's always good to name things properly. So if I go into this body, and this is going to be my main body, it's going to be my main body in this particular instance, I can call it anything I like. So I'm going to create that. I can give the pad a name. I can even name my sketches. And the more that you name them, like sketch 001 is a nightmare to figure out what that sketch is actually doing. So, you know, if that sketch is creating a hole through here, give that a name that is create a hole. So you'll regret lazy naming later on. So FreeCAD is incredibly powerful, but there are a few rules that almost everybody learns the hard way. And these 5 habits, they're going to save you hours of frustration and help you to build more reliable models. And I'm sure if you spent time in FreeCAD, you've probably learned at least one of these the painful way. And if you're just getting started, hopefully this saves you from some broken models. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to join us on our subreddit, CAD Beginners, or you can join us on Patreon. You can join the channel here. You can just subscribe. Subscribing is free, doesn't cost you anything, and you'll get to see when the next video is coming out. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I look forward to making the next one.